Guys, I copped the Xiaomi 17 Ultra for 1,199 euros. But when I took photos, I noticed some dust in the shots. So, is the Xiaomi 17 Ultra really worth it? I gonna tell you in this video. If this video helped you out, hit that like button and subscribe. Alright, I got it replaced with a new phone. Let me show you the black spot on the original one. Check out these photos. You can see a black spot on the long lens. It won't go away, no matter how I take the shot. They confirmed the black spot was a genuine issue, but since I was past the 15-day window, they only offered a 1-year warranty instead of a replacement. I thought it was a 30-day warranty, but Xiaomi only offers 15 days. So, I had to use my initial purchase rights to fix it. The new one is an updated version. Testing it out. The zoom ring and parts feel tighter. No more black spots in photos. System runs way smoother now. Did the build quality actually change? The finish is perfectly aligned too. That's a solid improvement. Anyway, camera performance and smoothness are way better than my old unit. So my initial verdict has shifted a bit. The replacement unit is definitely better. Let's start with the design, guys. I think the 17 Ultra's design is much better than the 15 Ultra. At first glance though, it reminds me of the Find X8 Ultra. This flat screen, flat back, and flat frame design. It's the first Ultra to go all flat. But honestly, I love this design. The flat screen makes screen protectors way easier to apply, so it's more practical. The trade-off? It doesn't feel as premium as the last model. Also, I find the design a bit plain. It's a solid-looking phone. This gen's looks are the most controversial yet. Don't get me wrong, the Leica 17 Ultra has the logo and emotional value, but it's got a zoom ring issue. Lots of folks say the zoom ring is super wobbly. When you touch it, it clicks like a cheap clock. I had a tiny bit of that too, but I think mine is acceptable. It's well within the normal range. Now, about this zoom ring. Over the past 2 weeks, I've been using it to launch the camera fast. Here's how it works. A quick left and right. Give it a little twist, and the camera pops right open. It's super convenient and practical. Way better than swiping like I used to. Here's the thing. Since we got the Leica edition, but the edges don't feel like silicone. The included case is way better than the standard one. It's kinda plasticky to the touch. Still, the overall quality beats the standard case. The back has a nice fox leather finish, plus, it has a lens protector built in. It adds a ton of emotional value. Even the buttons feel solid and well built. But check this out. This case is extremely tight. Once it's on, it's a nightmare to take off. Mine's already got a few cracks. Not sure if you can spot them. Honestly, once it's on, it's staying on. For a $70 Leica case, it better be tough. I think it's totally worth. Let's talk software, though I'm still finding some bugs. First up, it pairs with my Xiaomi Buds 86 perfectly. That's great. The sound quality is top-notch, by the way. And look, it's connected right now. The buds are fully recognized. Now I'm gonna tap here. See? It still says local playback. Do you guys notice the problem here? There's no separate option to switch audio output. So I can't switch from buds to phone directly. I have to turn off Bluetooth to switch back to the phone's playback. This bug is ridiculous. Switching between buds and phone is such a hassle. I have to disconnect and reconnect every time. Hyperos really needs to step up its game. They gotta nail the small details. And this is with a brand new unit. Now, Hyperos 3 on this phone has come a long way. After half a month of use, it's better than the K90 Pro Max. Hyperos is definitely better. That said, it still has occasional stutters and frame drops. Just like the other night, it froze up a lot more, but a restart fixed it, so it's just a minor issue. Anyway, it's way smoother and better. The daily experience is good. Next, let's talk about the camera. I'm really digging the 17 Ultras. If you're on the fence, grab the $70 Leica edition. Let me break it down. First off, the Leica Instant Mode, which is a game changer. I've shot a ton of photos with it. With Leica Instant Mode, the whole vibe is totally different. The standard mode looks so plain in comparison. It gives off that classic 17 series look. The Leica badge really adds that extra. I've used the M3 and M9, almost on par with the real deal. They're both fantastic. It totally transforms the photos feel and look, are in a different mood. Each has its own unique vibe. It has this youthful, story-driven feel. Anyway, I'm loving this gen's camera system. The imaging experience is top tier. The biggest upgrade from the 15 Ultra to the 17. Night shots are finally sharp, no more blur. The 15 Ultra's 200MP telephoto. It was so blurry and unusable. Damn, is that even a normal phone? I wouldn't even try shooting at night. The 17 Ultra's night shots though, not being blurry is a win in itself. Now, let's talk about the camera specs. The main cam is the Light Fusion 1050 liters. Look at this. The dynamic range is very good, and it's lossless. Check out these sample shots. Honestly, I think the main camera has been a significant improvement. It handles bright and dark areas way better. The telephoto lens this time has real optical zoom. When you open the camera, it hits 3.2x to 3.3x zoom. It's like a free zoom range. Pretty cool, but the zoom range is a bit narrow. 3.2x to 3.3x isn't a huge gap. Imagine next gen starting at 20mm up to 50mm, then jumping to 4.3x or 5x. Full optical zoom from 2x to 5x. That would be perfect. The telephoto experience is awesome. Compared to the Xiaomi 15 Ultra, it's a massive upgrade. I'm loving it, guys. But it has a huge flaw. To keep it light, they cut the telephoto macro. Guys, I love the telephoto macro. So pity. Most phones let you take a shot like this. With regular telephoto macro, this distance is totally enough. But the 17 Ultra, it forces you to move back. I just can't get behind this telephoto macro. It can still focus, but it can't get nearly as close as before. Get too close, and it loses focus. Total blur fest. It's a classic trade-off. Macro is a big deal for me, so if you're a macro fan, get the 15 Ultra instead. You better just skip the 17 Ultra. The 17 Ultra is great for shooting from afar. It's perfect for faraway shots, but it's not as handy as the 15E's telephoto macro, as convenient as the long focus macro. Still, compared to the iPhone's focusing distance, it's way better than the iPhone. We all know that. My all-time favorite for telephoto macro is Huawei Mate 80 Pro Max. Its telephoto macro and overall camera are incredible. This year's flagships each have unique camera strengths. The Xiaomi 17 Ultra has real optical zoom and Leica instant mode. I'm a big fan of these features. This gen excels at photography. Night shots are finally sharp, and I'm loving the experience. I shot a full set of samples with the Xiaomi 17 Ultra. Let me show you the differences. After the side-by-side shots, I'll also show you the standalone Xiaomi shots, the sample photos taken by Xiaomi alone, and my experience. After seeing that, on a scale of 1-10, how would you rate it? Now, the screen. I'm gonna focus on two key points. First up, it supports super pixels, so at 1.5000 resolution, it's way sharper than a standard 1.5000 screen. Few brands still make 2000 screens. Everyone's shifting to 1.5000, and if you're going 1.5000, true RGB is the way to go for boosting screen resolution. This is a win-win, right? It reduces power consumption. It cuts power use while boosting clarity. 2000 or 1.5000, which do you pick? Let me know in the comments. 1.5000 strikes a great balance for battery life. The battery life here is just average. The eye protection mode is excellent. Color accuracy is spot on. No adjustments needed. The adaptive refresh rate Pro mode. I don't even need to enable it. Overall, eye protection and brightness are excellent. Xiaomi's screen brightness used to be useless in sunlight, but this gen is finally bright enough for daily outdoor use. Rate this screen 1-5. What score would you give? Now, let's talk battery life and charging. This gen uses a 6800 mAh Jinshejiang battery. I've heard rumors about this battery size for ages, and I still think it's too small. Maybe the final specs were locked in too early. They could have easily hit over 7000 mAh. Critically, 6800 mAh just isn't enough. It's way smaller. When competitors have 70010, 000 mAh. Real-world battery life isn't as good as the K90 Pro Max. Is Redmi the real flagship here? That huge camera module on the back means a smaller battery is inevitable. Huawei did the same with their big camera module. They only got 6000 mAh, and Xiaomi's at 6800 mAh. But in real use, Apple still has better battery life. Xiaomi's battery life still needs work. During heavy photo sessions, it lasted 4 hours total, with 2 hours of actual shooting. For daily use, It lasts around 6-7 hours. It's still not as good as phones with bigger batteries. Now, how about charging? The 90W charging is just okay. Average speed at best. The screen-on charging strategy is flawed. Power drops instantly when you turn the screen on. Plus, overall charging power is pretty conservative. There have also been occasional bugs lately. Peak power drops to just over 30W in these cases. Normally, it hits 50-60W. I can reach 50 or 60 watts. That's standard flagship charging speed. I thought it'd be over 100W. 90W is a letdown. It supports 90W PPS charging and other third-party PPS chargers or power banks. This is a big win. Wireless charging is 50W this general. That's 30W less than the 80W of last general. But 50W is more than enough for daily use. You won't need an 80W charger for daily use. And 50W is even enough in the car. To wrap up, this phone is really solid, but there's still room for improvement. Battery capacity and life are my main concerns. Oh, the motor is slightly better than the 809 standard version, but worse than the K90 Pro Max's 0815. This phone is clearly built for photography first. In other areas, motor, speakers, battery life, it falls short of the K90 Pro Max. But when it comes to photography, it's way better. Even its regular photo quality is solid. And with Leica Instant Mode, it's a clear winner. That's why I switched from the K90 Pro Max. I love this camera. If they optimize the battery life, it'd be nearly perfect. It's also great value for money. Still, I hope Xiaomi addresses recent public feedback. Some recent issues have left me feeling uneasy. Alright, I hope they can correct it in time, and I still have a great impression of this phone. Now, the secondary market price has dropped by around 40-70. What do you think of Xiaomi's Snapdragon 10 grams phone? That wraps up today's video. If you like it, don't forget to give me a like and follow. I'm Cold Dream. See you in the next video. Bye.